Welcome, my name is Brian Knight. I live near Melbourne, Australia, and it's just after 5 o'clock in the morning on a Wednesday for me, middle of the week. Welcome, Tom.
Hey, Brian.
Okay,
Good. How are you?
and too bad. Let's share this to start with. So, welcome to the Fly Forex analysis session of the relaxed strategy as such. Please note any trades discussed in this group are to be classed purely as educational only. That's because we're a group of people helping each other, and we are not financial advisors. There is a full risk disclosure there and a little bit about us as live session traders. Okay, let's go across onto the charts. There we go. Rightio. Any input first, Tom? Or we just start going through pairs?
No, I don't have any input.
Okay, good. Rightio. So AUD CAD still sitting around the middle there. It has pushed up the last couple of days. That's okay. That's just a business confidence thing. So, no, it doesn't want to disappear. Oh, that's going to be interesting. Right. AUDCHF. Oh, stayed there. All right, hang on a minute. Let's have a look. Let's see if we can do something. Oh, no, yep. There we go. Back to CAD. So, yeah, nothing there to look at as such at the moment. The AUDCHF is moving up very nicely. What we might do is, because it is coming out towards the outside of the rail, I'm just going to put that one on a bit of a pink to watch. It might be a while, might not, it might only make it to here and then put, but at the moment, what we have is a buying Aussie dollar against the Swiss franc. So something's happened, either interest rates lowered or something on the Swiss franc. You'll see the other ones, similar sort of thing as well. Okay, AUDJPY. Now, it has come to the outside of the rail. These are all the JPYs. You'll notice every JPY is in a similar situation. Now, whether it goes back down again and then up, not sure at the moment. We don't have a triangle. There is no change of trend path yet. And yeah. So we'll see. It looks like the Aussie dollar's just strengthened up a bit. So it is one that I'm watching, but it doesn't have any criteria at this point. AUD, NZD. It's pushing up as well. Starting to get some movement again happening in the market after really the some of that sort of craziness happening with tariffs against Canada and Mexico to start with. AUD and Singapore. Now that came off along and pushed up. Now this is an interesting one. I didn't take that trade. It's around the middle, but and also too there was no triangle there. We do have a long, right? Could have been a potential trade in a 3/4 here, but it didn't do it. But it's one that could have, I think anyway. Did pull back. It would have had quite a significant stop loss, though, I think. AUD/USD. Not something that I would be looking at because the same as NU. It came out, we got along, it pulled back, spiked, and now pushing back up again. So you'll either have to come to near one side of the rail or the other, I think, now before a potential trade. I know that's a bit of a wait, but anyway. CAD CHF. Interesting. That's a good push up there off the middle. No triangle down here. Did we get one? Yeah, we got one over there. So waiting now for I think that I'm just going to put on a pink because it's getting close to looking at doing potentially something if it comes out the other side. Okay. Now, KJ already pinked up. Same thing. It came out. No green triangle as yet. So it will depend here on trend bar and or long. So it'll be either kick in at a trend bar change or it'll need a trend bar and a long. One or the other. All right, CHF JPY. Pretty much the same situation. We now have a green triangle. We get a green trend bar. That could potentially be a buy or a double buy or single buy and then another one at a long. We'll just see how that plays out. Now Daryl's in a sell on your AUD. And he had 3/4. Now it is pulling back. So we'll see. For me, I'm going to have to wait till potentially we get to the other side of the rail. We'll see. NDD will probably be the same. All right, Euro CAD. It was getting, now we get like a pullback like this one. We'll just see if it pushes to the outer. It could quite easily just push back up again. What do we got? We got Tuesday into Wednesday, and it's your Tuesday, Tom. So potential
Yeah, so now I'm
change.
just looking for some to start reversing.
Yeah, turn around and go back into the sell, you mean? Or buy?
Depends on which pair we're talking about. Are we talking about this pair?
Yeah, yes, pair Euro CAD.
Well, I'm already in this pair for the sell, so
Yeah.
I'm looking for this to pull back,
Yeah,
not break that high,
and then turn around.
and then push back down again.
Yeah, I agree.
If it starts going sideways, I'm gonna start looking for buys.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, because it'll want to change direction. Okay, no worries. Euro CHF. I think it's in the middle of the rails. Yeah, forget this at the moment until I get something on the outside. You could be, yeah. All right, Euro GBP, one that Darren doesn't normally trade. Oh, look at that, one day of not much going on at all. And it's just around that middle still, so nothing there to really capture unless you're in that sell. All right, Euro JPY. Oh, we now have a green triangle. Right, waiting for trend bar change. Yeah. And potentially along, sort of like was over here. we'll see how we go. All right, so coming close. We'll see what happens. I might do a little pullback and then we'll see if it changes the trend bar. You're at NZD. That's like Euro AUD. Darren wouldn't have got into the sell because there was nothing outside the rail and didn't have a short until here. All right. Again, it's a bit like it's not a trade opportunity at the moment from this sort of more relaxed. You're working off the daily anyway. Euro Singapore. Again, we've got no green triangle. It's been really erratic here. I mean, it has been selling, but there's nothing really. Look at, this push up here, the imbalance was up here. It's not ready yet. He'd come down and break that low. Yeah, it's pushing back up, but it's not giving me any sign here of it buying further. So we'll just watch it. Euro USD. You can come off the long, pushed up, did 3/4, did short, come back to the rail. Now it's just playing around in the middle. So a bit like the Euro Singapore. Right, let's go. GBPs. Right, this is the GA. Look, it's going to dance around. It's not really. GAGN are ones that typically go to the outside of the rail and then pull back. Not always, but typically they do. For it to come short here, then short there is just not sort of normal. So, and at the moment, if we get a sell back to the outside, then get the buy back up. But again, this might be, the GDP growth coming up. Okay. All right, GCAD. Been selling very nicely. Now doing its pullback. No, do we? No, no triangle there. Not far enough out of the rail at a short. So that wouldn't have been a trade to take, but the long was. And I think Darren's had 1, 2, 3 trades out of that in the whatever since November, into November. Been nice. So let's see this. There's a little pullback. Let's see if it pushes back down to the rail. Then we could look at a potential buyback if we get, things that we need. GBP CHF. Oh my gosh. This is weird. This keeps across the middle. GJ. G and J. Oh, that's good. Right. Again, this is another triangle. Buy up. Let's see, change the trend bar if it does. And then into that buy. Well, and young Darren will probably need a long there or something. We'll see. All right, GBP NZD. Again, same as GA. Came off, down, didn't quite make the rail, pull back up, didn't make the rail, pull back down. It's like same as GA. All right, GBP and Singapore. Pretty sure Darren's in this for the buy, and it's not, hasn't made the 3/4, but it's pulled back and now it's pushing back up. He's probably in break even or a little bit above.
Hi, Brian.
Oh, hey, Darren?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a bit of a problem with the I'm on my travels, so I'm not at my home computer.
Usual.
But I had a problem with the link. It was saying invalid
Oh,
or something. So it's just taking me a while to find
but
my
it
way
did
in.
work eventually.
Well, only because I logged in from a different device, and eventually, yeah, I managed to get in through from a different phone. But my
Okay.
usual phone, it didn't work for some reason. Not to worry, it's probably something to do with my phone, but hence just a bit of a delay getting on the.
No, that's okay,
Getting
Darren.
on
Yeah, no, we've gone through some pairs. If you want us to go back and look at some,
No, that's
we'll
all right.
just,
That's all right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, things that a couple of GBPs are looking close, or I mean, they're still yet to for you give you a long, but yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah.
GU, similar thing. You get along, get that, it's pulled back, didn't stop out, and then it's sort of dancing along a little bit along that middle. Hopefully it'll come up to 3/4 and at least profit you out for one. We'll see. At the moment, the British pound still, what do we got here? Our testimony still hasn't done that. Inflation stuff, okay. Forecast. PPI, months on months, and retail sales, okay. So we'll see what happens US wise at the circus point. Right, NZD CAD. Now this came off here. This I still think this would, for me, would have been a good trade, even though the long's up here. So that would have been a 3/4 come back and would have been stop out. Now I know it didn't come far enough for you, probably, Darren, out of the thing, but for me, I got a green and a green, and that would have been for me a trade. But that's back here where we weren't really talking about this new sort of perspective of strategy. NZD CHF. Again, around that middle, nothing really to. He didn't have a green triangle, so I wouldn't have looked at that. There's NJ. Green triangle. I have a couple of buy candles, but I still have a red trend bar. So not something that is asking me to get in as yet, and you don't have a long, so the long tends to happen a bit further up. Right, and you. This is the other one, like AU, that you got knocked out of that spike. It's still sitting around that middle line, hasn't gone to 3/4 yet. Now Singapore Japanese yen as well. Oh, yep, we've got green triangle. Got two, we've still got to wait for that trend bar change. There's quite a few there, just getting ready. Right, USD and CAD. Look at it. Look at all the little tiny day candles, just nothing. They're just waiting for Jerome. Tom, is that we're all in secret anticipation here. Look at it. You got candles like that, and then you got like this. They're highly unusual. Anyway. So have you been chatting to your friend Jerome, or?
No.
No, you haven't. Okay. Just leave him to his own devices. He could be under a bit of pressure at the moment, couldn't
Everything's under pressure at the moment.
he? USD CHF. Look at this, Tom. Pushing back up. Oh, no, it's more like it's come down here. There we go. It's nearly to the
So
3/4.
sales of Tesla cars are well down, so that won't.
Sorry,
Shouldn't
Darren, I
it,
didn't quite hear that.
Sales of Tesla cars are well
Oh,
down.
yeah.
I was reading,
Yeah.
so that won't please Mr. Musk, will it?
Someone was saying, Elon, somebody was saying to me yesterday, apparently, Mr. Elon is coming out with some new phone to challenge, like a mobile phone, to challenge and it sort of can link into his Starlink service or something. I don't know. I didn't like. Someone
It's
was.
part of his world domination, isn't it? You'll have an Elon Musk phone. It'll all go through his Starlink thing, which he can probably tap into and you know get all your personal data. I don't know, it's scary stuff, really.
I don't know what he's going to do with my underwear size, but anyway,
Yeah.
unbelievable.
He might start copying some of my trades as well. You don't know.
Yeah, he could. He could say, "Look, Darren, you're doing well there. I think we'll get a few of those. We'll get out of the Dogecoin and or the dog coin, and then we'll start following you."
The dog coin.
Isn't it dog coin? Dog coin, cat coin, and you name it. Anyway, this is we've got to wait for it to come out to rail and stuff. We'll see. It did make 3/4 over here. Interesting. All right, but these USDs are a little bit UJ again. Look at that. Green triangle. Nearly ready for trend bar. Make it up to 3/4. Thank you very much. Nearly every one of them. Yeah, nearly every JPY. It'll be interesting. I'm going to have to work out what I do. All right, USD and Singapore. Again, nothing sort of like sitting around that middle again. Would have been a good trade there and then. Anyway, some of the new rules are just looking very nice. All right, gold still pushing up. 2904. Oh, it just doesn't want to. 2943. Will it make the 3 and then turn around? Or will it just come shy of the 3 and drop off? It's which is typically what it could do. We'll just see. All right, depends on the thing. Silver, it's sort of pulled back a bit too. Come up to the right. If gold pushes up further, it may give it that little extra
Never
kick.
quite made it out the rail, did it, Silver?
No, it didn't over this side. I think you took it over here in October sometime, and it never made the rail. So I can't remember what it did, whether it stopped you out or I don't know.
I
Oh
think
no,
I
you
got
got out of it because of the election.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Anyway, it's not really made it to rail, or we'll see how that all turns out. Now, what's the next one? Oil. Well, let's jump back up a bit. That's not very
Pulling
nice.
back today.
Yeah, but the point
It's not,
is,
but
though,
I'm risk free on this now. I've taken half my profit out and I'm risk free, so I'll just let it do its thing for the moment.
This is good, Darren. This is a good thing.
Yeah, it's promising. Yeah.
And if my opinion is if it continues up fine, it goes to your break even. It's all risk free. Goes to stop profit. But if, for example, this starts dropping back down again, I'd move stop loss from wherever it is down to, whatever the high becomes here or the pullback, and wait for it. Like that's, at least it will give you another little bit of profit if it pulls all the way back. What do you think? Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah,
He's all right. Okay, he's on board. Gee whiz. I'll tell you what, this has been a bit
Yeah, I mean,
radical, Darren.
well, it's turned green now on the trend bar, so
Yeah, no.
it turns red again, starts to drop off. Then just need to not be too well. Just my thinking, not to be too quick to move it, and just make sure
Yeah.
it's not still pulling back. Just it's a
Mhm.
definite. It's definitely turned again, and then move it. So I'd like to see it turn back red again, the trend bar, and then move the stop loss. I think.
I see a little sign down the bottom here that says crude pushes higher as Russian crude output falls. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Well, that's oil. Yeah. So any others? I was looking at AUD is pushing up close to rail as well. One that potentially we'll see what happens. AUD not quite. So, oh, okay. What have we got? Is it gone? No, it hasn't gone green yet. We don't have a. So for me, this doesn't do have a bit of candle out, but like you would still need this triangle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look, AUDJPY is that?
Yeah.
Um,
For me, it's not. It hasn't got the criteria. I need it. I need a triangle on it.
yeah, same here. Trend bar's still red as well, so
Yeah. No, well, the trend bar is
it
the
might be
thing, but
yeah,
yeah,
it might be an excuse not to get. I mean, we don't really want to get in all these at the same time. So if a
correct.
couple of them don't qualify because they've not got a triangle, that could be a way of being a bit more selective.
Yeah, I agree.
We don't quite.
So
Yeah.
the AJ doesn't fill out, and it could push down further and give us a triangle and go back up. So that's the thing. AD, CHF, no, yeah, that one's pushing up there. I was saying CAD-J. Well, again, this one doesn't have a triangle. So again, it might not be appropriate. CHF, JPY, we do have a triangle. And we'll have the, so this out of three, sorry, JPYs, this one fulfills criteria where the others don't particularly. And if we go Euro J,
The next 48 as well. Euro J looks all right.
Euro J is come on
Yeah.
X48, where are you? There we go. That does fulfill criteria. We haven't got trend bar change yet, but coming close. GJ, we do have triangle, and we also, yeah, we'll just wait for that. So there's three there.
Yeah.
NJ, this one I don't know. Anyway, this one we do have a triangle as well.
Yeah.
Singapore J.
Don't have body outside the X48 on mine, so that
Oh, NJ, you don't? Yeah, I do.
All right, yeah.
I got body outside.
Yours is must be a bit narrower then.
I've got the same settings, but it's obviously feed. All right, Singapore
Yeah.
Japanese yen.
Yeah.
I've got a green triangle and I've got it pushing up. So, I mean, UJ, I'm a little suspicious of, but we do have a green triangle on that as well. Not a lot outside, but we do have a green triangle. So, but this could be quite erratic. I mean, if the supreme leader says something crazy, then this could jump all over the place.
Ayatollah Trump.
I tell it so. Yeah, yeah. The Pol Pot regime. Yeah, yeah. People will die. Yeah, but I think it was Japan was one of the countries that sent, in a way, significant amount of iron or steel or whatever to US. I think there was a fair bit of a, yeah. Stocks dip, US yields higher amid tariff push as Powell speaks. All right. We'll see what Jerome's got about it. But anyway, that's the lot. There are some pairs that are looking like they're sort of coming close in to being able to capture trades. We'll see. And other ones that are not, for example. So this is,
We've got
like,
US inflation rate as well tomorrow, haven't you? So
yes. Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know what sort of push they will have in relation to it, but anyway, some things are setting up and some things are just sitting there, so that's okay. I've got a couple of hot days. We've got 30, I think it's 36 or 37 degrees today and tomorrow. So don't like it. Anyway, hopefully it cools off a little bit. See what happens. Anything else that you want to cover, gentlemen?
Yeah, I'm good.
No.
No, you're right. So, yeah, we'll just wait to see what pairs. You're not in many trades, Tom?
I'm in a few actually.
A few have triggered?
Yes.
Yeah, good. Okay.
Get back there. I lost my page. Oh, I'm sorry.
You're right. No worries. Yeah, you can see a few of the pairs have started to sort of move in one direction, so that rather than just sideways, that's where the Renkos will give you a bit of movement.
What in the heck did I do? I just lost my entire. Oh, there it goes. Whew. I thought I lost everything. Let's see. I'm in current positions are 5.
Yeah, okay. And you're still trading on TradingView, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, no worries. Yeah. All right, no problems. Well, things are looking okay. At the moment, Darren, we're still just sitting here in a couple of trades, not many. We've got 1, 2, you're only in about 3 or 4 or something. And then we will see there's a potentially for us about half a dozen or so getting ready to maybe need to pull the trigger on. We will see.
Yeah.
Well,
I think they might push down further these J buys. Yeah, that's just my.
I'm thinking also the same thing.
Yeah.
Which
for me is fine. The further they push outside the rails,
the rail, yeah,
potentially the better chance
that they'll pull back further.
Potentially. Then you've got GDP growth rate, Japan. That's on the 16th, so that's start beginning of next week, Sunday, Monday. So that might
change things.
That might move things around if that's different from expectations. Yeah.
We'll just see. I mean, there's criteria you need. Mine are slightly less than yours, even though, I need a green triangle as such. If they do, we'll see. We'll see. Move anyway. And again, can't win every trade. At least we can sort of try and be in a position to maximize as much. And now we have looking at 2 trades and then having a TP at 3/4 and then a break even or a move. It's a pretty simple sort of strategy as such. Trying to capture what we can. Rightio. Right, until tomorrow then. How's that sound? We'll see what other craziness. apparently our PM had a phone call with Ayatollah, no, with that one, Ancient Orange, and he said, "Oh, we'll consider whether we exempt you from the tariff."
Well, did you hear what he wants to do with Gaza?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yes, we've heard all about that. Yeah,
yeah.
Riviera
that's-
of the Middle East or something. He's going to turn it into.
Yeah.
Yeah, except he said, not as the United States, as Donald Trump.
Yeah.
He wants to own Gaza.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
permits to other countries to build there.
Yeah.
Well, he
Yeah,
also
yeah.
wants the likes of Jordan and other countries to taking all the Palestinians as well, or he's going to, he's going to
No,
impose
you got to
tariffs on
move.
them if.
You got to move the local riffraff out first.
No. You guys are all wrong.
Oh,
He's already said the 2 million people left in Gaza, if none of the other countries want them, he's going to put them in the 51st state of Canada. So he's gonna annex Canada, and because there's water and minerals there he's wanting, and then he's gonna take Canada, he's gonna move his company to Gaza under the name of the United States, but it's going to be owned by Donald Trump. And then he's going to move the Palestinians to Canada because they have so much more space up there.
I mean, look, clearly none of this is going to happen. So it's just becoming more bizarre all the time, isn't it? The whole thing's just a circus, really. It's an absolute circus at the moment. So just...
I agree. It's more than likely not going to happen, but here's the problem. He's going to run his mouth and get us into a situation that we can't get out of because we do not have allies the way we did before. So because Iran apparently threatened to have him unalived, he actually gave the U.S. government military, his last orders are to wipe out Iran if they should have him unalived. Nuke them. Literally wipe them up. The entire space of Iran will be gone. He's a madman. He's insane.
with insane followers.
Yeah, and there's nobody in the government, and I mean nobody in the government that is going to stop him. And then he just said, I don't have to follow the judge's rules. If they go to block me, I don't have to listen to them. I don't have to take their authority.
Yeah.
And that's his last hurdle. Once he convinces his base that he doesn't have to listen to judges anymore, then he'll just do whatever he wants. Then he's just a mad king just to run wild. Telling our allies, if you step in my way, I will destroy you.
History is going to treat this very interesting. Yeah, no, it's like as Darren said, some of the stuff it's like way out tin hat, bloody conspiracy theory. But it is what comes out of his mouth. I mean, he may believe it, whether it'll happen or not, it's another thing. Or be allowed to happen. I can't see Canada saying, "Oh yeah, just move them all over here." Like, how's that going to happen?
They're not going to have a choice because it's going to be the 51st state of the United States.
How could it be?
Because he's going to take Canada.
How can he?
Yeah, he's not going to.
How can he?
Okay, we'll see.
I mean, I don't think Charles will let that happen, Charlie, because he's still head of state in Canada.
Yeah, he's the king. King Chuck won't let that happen. Trust me.
Yeah, Chucky.
And again, I'm telling you, he's already planning on moving on Europe. He doesn't care about it. He does not. He has just straight blinders on that nobody can do anything against him.
Hmm.
What about
Yeah,
Greenland?
this
Has he given up on Greenland, or is he still
no.
still after that?
Oh no, he's still into Greenland.
But don't
Well,
In
worry.
fact, he
Sorry.
just
Well,
told
again,
Hamas that if he doesn't get those hostages back by noon, I think it's on Saturday
Yeah,
at
you said
noon, he's going to light up the Middle East.
that. They won't, and he won't.
Let's find out.
Yeah, well,
But if he
that's
wants
okay
Canada,
then.
if he wants Canada, I'm sure King Chuck will step in on that one because there is it's 100 years old, but there's a contractual arrangement that that if the Danes want to sell Greenland, the UK has first option. So we might just come in and steal it from under Donald's nose. You never know.
And then
That'd
what?
be quite funny, actually.
Make a profit on it.
Yeah, that'll be quite funny, wouldn't it? Just as he thinks he's then it's less far fetched than Trump's idea because we've actually got something in something actually there.
I love
option.
it.
So,
What did I see? There was a news report of him on whatever the aeroplane. He's signing stuff. Whatever in the back is the map with the Gulf of America. We're now flying over the Gulf of America. It's like, oh God, like what a delusional tweet, I tell you.
And Google complied. Now, when you Google it, it says now Gulf of America.
Yeah, right.
the
I
Super Bowl
don't
wasn't
know.
Sunday
I don't know
because
how long he's going to
he left
last.
early.
Honest. Sorry, Darren.
Well, he's getting old, isn't he? So he, never know. He might
Oh, I think he's got a few.
age take over.
He's got a few munitions that have got his name signed on it. Don't worry.
Well, not only that, but when you have a dictator, when that one leaves, you get another one.
Hmm.
So we're sliding into fascist dictatorship at an unparalleled, almost as fast as the Nazis did it.
Hmm.
Except this time, he has the most powerful military on the planet, and it's the primary currency. And I'm sitting here thinking, okay, so he screwed over our veterans, all the illegal aliens, other countries, everybody on Medicare, Medicaid, food stamps, everything, with these tariffs threatening to take over other countries like Greenland, Panama, Gaza, you name it. He's just
Canada.
he's just scorch earthing everything. And somebody somewhere is going to say this is enough. You killed my Meemaw because you didn't give us our medical, and they're going to snap and wipe him out. And then who's next? Do you know who's next? Take a guess who you think is next.
Elon
Vance.
Musk.
Oh,
No.
Elon Musk.
Nope. Elon's
Trump
not born in
Jr.
the United States. They're not going to give it to him. You know who
Vance.
was? His son, Barron.
Yeah.
He's going to come full fascist and leave it to his son, Barron, who will be our next dictator. Call me crazy. Call me a conspiracy theorist. I don't care. That's fine. But I'm telling you, Barron is our next president.
You have heard it here first.
He is now running for a third term because they already presented a bill saying he and only he can run for a third term. So
Yeah,
if
but
it's
to change the constitution requires doesn't it require a 2/3 majority? So
not if
the
you're a
Democrats
dictator,
vote that down, won't they?
not if you're a dictator. He could say the Constitution's been suspended. We're now rewriting it, and MAGA Republicans will go with it. So he will wipe out the Constitution, saying that you can't run more than twice. He's going to run for a third time. That's 8 years. Barron, I believe, is now 19 or 20. So 8 years, he'll be 28, which means by the time Donald kicks off, he will have changed the Constitution where he can predict the next bodied elected person, because that's how they're going to word it. And then he's going to put his son into office. The other thing they're doing is what's called the SAVE Act. The SAVE Act is where they say, okay, anybody who has changed their name, for example, my last name is Woodbeck from birth. My driver's license and registration for voting all says Woodbeck on it. If you've ever been married, ever, and your birth certificate name does not match your voter registration name, you're not allowed to vote, because the two have to be as one. If you are married, then the person with the correct last name on their birth certificate gets to vote for everybody in the household. So if you have a wife, she doesn't get to vote. If you have kids under 18 years old, they all get a vote, but they have to vote through their father, and he determines who the next person he votes for is. So they're just going to wipe
I'm
out
just
voting
looking
altogether?
just on a lighter note, I'm just looking at the betting odds for the 2028 presidential election. J.D. Vance is current favourite, followed
Which is
by
funny
Josh
because
Shapiro,
which is
and Donald Trump Jr. is third, Gavin Newsom fourth. If I scroll further down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, in seventh is Ivanka Trump.
yep.
Oh,
And then,
Ivanka will never win. She's a woman.
yeah,
Eric, the Republicans don't even like. I'm sorry, Don Jr. Republicans don't even like that guy. You know who all the Republicans love? Barron Trump.
well, he doesn't even figure. He's not even on here. Not
Yep.
even. Hang on, show on. Let's have a look. No, he's nowhere that I can see.
You mark my words, man.
the
He's going to be
dark
president.
Tom has said it here first. The dark horse will
Yep.
ride up in the back and
That's right. He's
past
going to come out
everyone
of nowhere.
in the straight. Yeah, come out of nowhere.
Oprah Winfrey, 500 to 1. There we go.
That's
Gavin
even worse.
Newsom's got a chance, though, hasn't he? He's not a bad bet.
Who?
Gavin Newsom, the California governor. He seems he's far too
I
sensible.
thought
Though.
it'd
That's
be
not
Liam Leeson. Maybe we just send in the equalizer.
Alexandria Cortez. She's the radical left-wing candidate. She's in there amongst the early runners.
Rightio, gentlemen.
Who did you say last?
Cortez, Ocasio-Cortez. She's
Oh,
the
yeah.
radical left-winger, isn't she? She's 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. She's 10th, according to what I'm looking at. The odds. Yeah. But JD Vance is the early favourite.
The best part of all of this, Darren and Tom, is that the Forex market will still operate at this point.
Yeah. Yeah,
There's
I'll
still
still be
been money.
trading AUD JPY, and USD JPY, and Euro cards, and
Yeah.
we'll be on these calls.
Rightio. Well, until tomorrow, let's have a look and see what turns up today, whether we get any changes in any of those things. But we'll be able to see that tomorrow morning, or my tomorrow morning anyway. All right, then. Till then,
Okay.
All right,
take it
take care,
easy,
fellas.
everyone. See you, ciao.